Alright guys, welcome back, and in this tutorial I want to teach you guys about behaviors. Now, what a behavior is pretty much exactly what you think of. It's pretty much how a certain object will act, or, well, behave. So, what you can do is you can add a different slew of behaviors to different objects. Typically, like whenever you have a platform, you could add a platform behavior. You can also add like a solid behavior for a block, so when you jump on it, you stay there. But what I want to do is I want to add some very specific behaviors to these objects in our game so they act a very particular way. So the first thing I want to do is, well, I want to let this dude move around. So I want to do that by showing you guys how to actually add or edit a behavior. So go ahead and click your player, and on the left hand side of the screen you're going to see the properties, and you're going to see a little subsection for behaviors. Now it says add or edit behavior, so click this link right here, and whenever you click it you're going to see all the behaviors on that object. Well, we didn't add any yet, so that's why this is blank. So let's go ahead and add one now by clicking on this little add new behavior icon. Now, as I said, the first thing that I want to let my dude do is move around the screen. So in order to do that, if we actually scroll down right here under this movements category, we're going to choose this 8 direction movement. Now, what the 8 direction does is, as you can see, moves an object up, down, left, right in diagonals. So once we click add, now what our object or our dude can do is he can, whenever we press the up, down, left, right on our keyboard, he's going to move up, down, left, right, and he can also move at any angle. So like 45 degrees, 52 degrees, pretty much any direction you want him to. So that is how you make a character move. Pretty freaking simple. So actually I want to show you guys something right now. So we're going to run this. He's going to move. Wow, that's great, but you know, there's some trouble here. First of all, he's just moving off the screen. We're not following him. And second of all, look what happens when I move him to the left hand side. Okay, he just walked out of the game. He wasn't even supposed to do that. Just walking into the vastness of space. So let's go ahead and fix those two issues right now. So select your dude, and we need to add a couple more behaviors. So click behaviors again, add. Now the first problem we can fix is making the camera follow him. So if you scroll down, and I probably shouldn't even say that. Where are you at? Right here, scroll to, it's under general. What this is going to do is the camera is going to follow your dude, so he's always in the center of the screen. So let's go ahead and add this one, and now we have the problem that he can walk off, you know, like right here, he can just walk off the edge of our game. We obviously don't want to let that, so if we click add new, this one is called bound to layout right here, under general, bound to layout, stop an object from leaving the layout, hit add, and we can actually close that. And now whenever we run this, check it out. If he goes too far to the right, the camera now follows him. And let's go ahead and try to make him walk off the game to the left. He can't. And someone send me freaking messages when I'm trying to teach a tutorial. But anyways, that's what those behaviors do. Again, we had an 8 directional movement, so we can move around using our up, down, left, right arrow keys. We added scroll to, so the camera follows him, and bound to layout. So now what I want to do is we need to add some behaviors to the other objects as well. The first one is the bullet. So select your bullet, and in the behaviors link, what we're going to do for this is we're actually going to add 2 behaviors. The first one is bullet movement. And a bullet movement pretty much saying we're going to give you one angle to start at, and whenever you are animated, just keep following that path at the exact same angle like a bullet. So again, this bullet is never going to go, you know, take a curved path like this, like our player can. Whenever it shoots out, it's going to go in a straight line, or shoots out like this, it's going to go in a straight line right here like a vector. So that's the first one, bullet. And the other one that I want to do is also destroy outside layout, which is, I hate finding these, they should just have them in alphabetical order. Destroy outside layout. Now, what this does is it basically says this. Whenever we shoot the bullet and it goes outside the game area, then destroy it or just get rid of it, make it disappear. Now, usually it wouldn't matter, and if you're thinking, alright, what's it matter if it just goes into empty space or whatever? Well, it's more important to the memory of the game because whenever you're playing a game, it has to keep track of every object, and if you just are firing a bunch of bullets and they're going out towards space, and our computer has to remember that they are in space, then it's going to eat up all your memory. So that just says once it goes outside the game, get rid of it, wipe it from the memory, and it's going to make your game run a lot faster. Now, for the monster, this is actually a pretty cool tip I'll show you guys right here. If you click on their behavior, then what I want to do is I also want to add a bullet movement to this. Now you're thinking, alright, well, that doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't I just add 8 directional because you did it for your dude? Well, I'm going to add this because these monsters, the way I'm going to program them, they're pretty much going to be like zombies, just like walking in straight lines all the time. So they're not going to be able to like curve and hit your dude, but it's still going to be fun because there's going to be a bunch of them that you have to avoid. So again, these are going to be kind of dumb. They're just going to move in a straight line. And you know, maybe this one will be moving in a straight line. So again, that's a nice little tip whenever you want to make a game with zombies or really dumb monsters. Just put a bullet movement for their behavior. And the only behavior I want to add for this explosion is this. Click on behaviors, add. I only want to add this, fade. Now what this does is it changes its opacity, which is pretty much the transparency. So basically what's going to happen, if I close out of that, whenever you need to blow up something like your bullet or a monster, or maybe you can even add that to your player itself, I don't know, maybe you want to have your player blow up, what's going to happen is it's going to go from full opacity and it's going to fade out. And by default, when the object is done fading out, it also gets wiped from memory. So we don't have the same issues that we do from the bullet going off screen. So that's another cool, cool reason that I like the fade out behavior. So now, whenever we run the game, check it out. Our bullet, I don't know if you guys saw that, but keep an eye on the bullet and also the monster. They go in a straight line. And also our explosion fades out, and at the end of that it gets deleted from the game, wiped from memory, so our game is still running fast. So you know, pretty cool game this you know, so far. I guess we can go chase those monsters and those bullets, but other than that, not a whole lot to do. So in the next couple of videos, I'm going to be making the game a whole lot better. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.